Good evening, everyone. This is Ann Jansen, Presidential Director with LifeWave IceWave with LifeWave. I'm very happy to have you here today. We're going to be talking about using the IceWave patch. And I really love the IceWave patch, and I hope you do too. If not, it's a great patch to introduce people to LifeWave. And if you haven't used them before, there are it's a two-patch system, a brown patch and a white patch. We have, in LifeWave, we have two patches, two different ones that have a two-patch system, the Energy Enhancer and the IceWave. And make sure when you open the packet that you see that there is a front and a back, that we do have those two different patches. There are a lot of videos online, and I'm going to share my screen to show you that we have a lot of opportunities online already for us. So, all right, so what I'm going to do today is talk about some videos that David Schmidt has, and this piece of paper will be available for our Facebook page, the Team Celebrate Facebook page. So David Schmidt put on 4 very, very beginner videos, and I suggest starting here if you are new to this. And then there's Dr. Barbara Jennings has a video, and I have the links here. I wrote out what she said because she has so many ideas and she goes very fast. And so I recommend that you try different ones. And then Dr. Karen Can has lots and lots of videos. And literally you can just go online and type these in and you can find these videos. So we're going to start with the very basics, and that is the clock method. So when you're going to pat somebody, you ask them a few questions, and you ask them where the point of discomfort is or where you hurt. And then we're going to put this brown patch on the point of discomfort, the biggest point of discomfort. And then you ask them what level that you are at, from a 1 to a 10, that 10 being the highest, the most discomfort. And the reason we want to do that is because we're trying to bring them down to at least a 5, or it'd be great if we could do a 1. If we don't know how far we're getting, then it's easier to know if we have that number. So there's going to be a lot of different suggestions below. So we always put the brown on the boo-boo. So absolutely remember that. So brown on the boo-boo. And then we're going to take this white one, and we're going to start with a clock method. So if I have a pain here, I'm going to start with 12 o'clock. So it's usually at least 2 inches above, maybe 3 or so. And that would be considered a 6 o'clock. And then we've got a 3 o'clock. And then we've got 12 o'clock, sorry, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock. All right. And then we have a 9 o'clock. And then the arrow method would be through there and through the back. Okay, so that's the arrow method. And all of these would work. So I would like to do if you would do some role playing where you are, and actually, ask where the point of pain is for the person. Number 1. Number 2, what's your discomfort level at that point? And David does a good job of asking the person on his little videos here. So the first one we have is the lower back. And one thing that I really recommend here, we have my husband here too. And so like a lot of times I'll be patching at an event, and people are very willing to bear anything, it seems. But we really don't have to go on the skin. You can just put something on the outside of their clothes, and then when they're done, then you can put it, underneath the clothes. So here's point of pain. So what's your pain level? Where's your specific pain level?
8.
An 8. Okay, he's got an 8 quite often here. So I'm going to put this patch on them, and then I'm going to start this. And this is also called the cross method, so you can go in anywhere. And then, of course, you're going to ask them, did the pain change at all? Not really, not really. Okay, so then I'm going to put it to there and ask the question again, and so on. Okay, and then when I'm done, then I'm going to peel that off, because I definitely have tape. I always put tape on, and usually not this one. This one I usually stick right on the person, and then I'm going to rotate along that. Okay, so then if there's a shoulder, again, we put the point of pain. So we're going to start up here. And once in a while, he'll have the pain will be like straight across from that. So what we're trying to do here is pain is the blockage of energy. We're trying to move energy. So if you can think of some yarn, piece of yarn, and then a big ball of yarn, and then another piece of string, we're trying to move these electrons through here to zap this. So these two patches here are like a magnet. They're zapping it through and moving these electrons. And so another one, like we talked about, he also talked about the joint. Sometimes you're going to go over the joint. And this is the not Karen Khan, but the other doctor. She talked about going over a joint. So you've got lots of joints. Could be the elbow, any of the fingers, the knee, any joint. So you want to go over the joint. And another one they talk about is for a headache. All right, so for the headache, we can go in the webbing of the hand, and then brown. If we're going to have it equally on both hands, then we're going to put white on right. Here's the webbing of the hand, brown on the left, white on the right. So this is for a headache, because there's a good pressure point there. And another one is on the top of the wrists. We can just move it here. This is again for a headache. And then now we're on the wrist. And then this is always the favorite to do on the temple. And of course, we all like that one. So that one's also for a headache. The whole body one, and this one you use a 2-patch system. So you would take the IceWave and you'd put them on the bottom of your feet, white on right, tan on left. And then the other one, you can put in a couple different places. I've seen like on the inside here. Radita talked about that on there, whole body. And then I've also seen it go a little bit out like that. So whole body, you've got movement going up and down. All right. And then the other doctor, she has a lot of protocol that you'll have a piece of paper on that. So she is Dr. Barbara Jennings, and the video is on there. She has it like on the top of the head. She'll put one of them on the top of the head. So the brown goes on the point of pain, wherever it is. We'll just say his point of pain is here. And so she'll put one on the top of the head. Now, this one works because there's not a lot of hair here, but if you have a lot of hair and it's not going to stick, then you can put a bobby pin to hold it in, and I have definitely done that. And the other thing is you can put a baseball cap and you can stick the patch to the top of it or on the side. If you've got someone who's got very sensitive skin, you can actually put the patches on the inside of the cap, because it doesn't matter which way you put the patch. The patch can be this way because it can be on the inside of your clothes. And so it can be that way or that way. It doesn't matter. The crystal lattice that's inside is the same way. It's going to radiate off of either one. And then sometimes for the headache, again, with point of pain, and she just has you going down the spine, and then sometimes on the top of the shoulder. So this is still for a headache. For the shoulder possibilities, on the back of the shoulders. And she just has a lot of different videos on there. So it's very self-explanatory. The piece of paper that I give you, you've got the video to watch, and then just slowly go through all those points of pain. Okay, Robin, you want to show the one for acid reflux first? Oh, we're going to use me. I'm going to become a reverse
I don't have any
snowman.
The okay. reverse snowman. So, oh wait, let's turn on the light. We've got people now. Okay, so put it like above your, yes, right there. The white one goes right there. And then between your belly button and the white one, you'll put the tan. And that's for like burping or acid reflux. You know, you get that acidy feeling, or you feel like you're going to be doing a lot of burping. Yeah, and that literally should work like within minutes for acid reflux.
Then we talked about adding a glutathione down here too, but Say we kind of
Yeah,
just
on the
talk
belly
about-
button. If it's really bad, you could put the glutathione on the belly button.
You can be a snowman, reverse
Do you
snowman.
want to be a snowman?
All right, want
That's
to
so
show
cute.
the back one? Or do you want me to do it on Tim?
Also, and white on the right and tan on the left if you're clogged on your face.
Oh, for sinus.
Yeah, white on the right, tan on the left. Yes, I have done that many times. Look at how cute you are. Perfect. Can you breathe better?
I can. Thank you so much, Robin. That's awesome.
Yes. I do have a friend to patch her arm, but we could do the back really quick.
Sure.
Is Tim still standing there? My uncle Tim. Usually, I usually get people the lower right is where their back hurts, like not this, yeah, like right around there. So I put the tan, and then typically when people lean forward just a hair, all of a sudden they'll get that jolt feeling. So when they get that jolt, wherever that's radiating, have them use an arm or a hand and point to where that jolt is. Sometimes it goes up or sometimes it shoots down, and that's where I'll start the white.
So
Like if they're like, like if it, well, Tim probably doesn't have back pain, but usually it'll be down like below the tan one is usually what they're doing.
Okay.
If you can't find it, the booth that we just had, it was literally, we put the white right on top of the tan, and it went away completely, like right on top of it,
And what
double
was it?
stacked it.
Okay. And
She
that was
had back pain.
Okay. That other doctor, Dr. Barbara Jennings, she just said, you just keep going.
Yeah.
And you keep going either way, not just the clock, as in, 4 different
Yeah.
spots, but just keep going down.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then it'll happen.
So you want to pat your friend?
Oh yeah. So Shelly has already put the X39 on her arm because we've told her that, just put the X39 where the injury, near the injury, because her arm's been hurting. But she just told me that maybe the pain, point to where you think the pain is.
It's so hard to find.
She's had this for a long time and she's a new patcher. So like,
I'm wondering if it's coming here. I don't know.
I think I don't have any tape. So we're going to try this, like literally with her. Okay. So like right here. Okay. We're going to try this. And she already has the X39 on. So, but you said it radiates down. Okay. So let's just go to where it radiates. So what I'm doing is I'm just tipping it instead of taking the sticker off. I'm just putting padded side down so we can try a few places. Okay. And then bend and straighten. Is that usually when you feel it? When you straighten it?
When I straighten it.
Do you still feel it?
See that?
Okay. So maybe we'll just move it around. Since she doesn't know what's hurting, I think we're just going to move it around because this is like true test. I feel your muscle flexing when you do that. Does it hurt?
It hurts like in the joint area.
Maybe go up here.
I feel heat.
You feel heat?
Is that good or bad?
Oh, I don't think it is. Yeah. Does it feel any better?
It does feel better right there.
Okay, so we're going to remember right there. Let's go up. Because you can't really go wrong. You know what I mean? Like so far she liked it right here. I'm just keeping my eye on it because I kind of want to keep trying. Anything? Does it feel good?
No, it doesn't.
No? Okay, let's go right on top just to see. Okay. Arms getting tired from bicep curls.
It felt better where it was on the.
Like right here. Okay, so we're going to go back here. Do you feel that heat again? You do? Oh, that's cool.
Where's her brown one, Robin?
The brown one's right here.
Okay.
So
Then maybe
she's
go
not
like,
sure where
even
she
go
said her
toward,
whole arm hurts.
go down towards the wrist, on the top of the wrist.
Okay, let's try this. Does that feel good? Ooh,
There's the pain.
where is it gone?
It's just a little bit, but it's not radiating.
Oh, you should see the look on her face. She's like, "Oh, is the pain gone? Does that feel better? Do you like it here better?"
I think I still like it up here better.
She kind of likes it on top. Maybe we'll try a little bit like in the forearm. The cool thing is you just kind of do it until they find the spot they like better.
Like it's definitely reduced a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
that feel good right here?
I've been in so much pain for so long.
Which one you like
Try
better?
back up here again.
Okay. So this is
I think
one,
okay, yeah.
and then it was like right around here, and this will be number 2.
I think 2's better.
2's better? Okay. So then I usually put it, like I'll stick it on. And then if it's really bad, I don't know about you guys, I usually just tell them to leave it for 24 hours. You know, take the X39 off before you go to bed, because for me, I will be awake all night. So I have, for her, I put the white here and the tan is back here. So that's pretty random. There's no rhyme or reason for that. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks,
Does it feel
Robin.
better? Scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
She's got a really cool look on her face right now.
Like, where's the pain? I can't find
Does it
it.
feel better?
I can't find it.
Yay! Yay!
Thank you.
Shelly's one of our new diamonds. She bought in as a diamond.
Wow, welcome.
Yeah. So yay. It's getting foggy in here. One of you is breathing heavy. All right.
Sam
And
has a
she's a hockey mom.
question. Which patches do you put on the abdomen? You might just put, white on right for that, a specific. Yeah, Sam, sorry, I don't have any better, but, maybe put them there. Hey, Debbie, can you want to show you where you use for your back?
Where the tan one is where the pain was.
Hey, Joe.
So we've got the tan one on the spot where it hurt. And there wasn't really a specific place that seemed better with the white one, so we just stuck it on there.
Okay.
But they've helped, I've been kind of able to function at least, because
Okay.
I fell, and so I had an injury. Saturday night I fell. And so, but it was my second fall. I had fallen a couple of weeks before that. And then I didn't put the IceWave on right away, but I put it on after a couple of days and it helped. And so this time I said, the minute we got home, I said, put some IceWave on me. And it didn't take the pain away immediately, but within an hour or so, it was better.
Awesome. Good to hear. Good to hear.
Yep. I've also used it. I had an abscess tooth one time. And of course, it was on a Saturday, and so couldn't get into the dentist until Monday. And so I just put both IceWave on the cheek where I had the pain, and the pain went away immediately, and it kept me sane for the weekend.
Cool. Very cool. Hey, Robin, thank you, Debbie.
Mhm.
Robin, you had mentioned that you had ideas for Maryland when things don't work. Do you want to talk about that?
Oh, if it's severe pain, so Steve had bursitis one time in the hip, and in the protocol book, there was one for severe pain. So you would put the tan where the pain is, and then you put carnosine on top of the tan. Then you put the Eon on top of the carnosine, and then you put a glutathione on top of the Eon patch. So you've literally stuck, it looks like a little sandwich. You've got 4 patches on top. And Steve said within 10 seconds, he couldn't feel that pain, and it was pretty severe. And he tried the clock method, he tried everything, and it wasn't doing it. So that little sequence of that sandwich sometimes works really well.
What were the 4 patches?
It's the tan IceWave, then carnosine, then Eon, then glutathione. Now you have that white one left over. So some people say you could still do the clock method with that extra white one, but I did see Dr. Karen Kahn say if you have that extra white one ever laying around, then that elbow bend, when you bend your right arm to a 90 degree, what do you call it, like a little crease, you could stick on the outside, you could stick the white one in that crease just for fun. She just said that's a good spot to put those extras that are laying around.
Thank you, Robin. Heidi, do you have anything to add? Your favorite ones?
One of the things that we did learn, again, if you're having troubles and you're not finding that spot or it's not relieving it, one of the things we were taught by the German doctor at convention was that to put the X39 right over the top of the brown patch. And we said, what do we do with the extra white ones? And he says, you have a whole bunch of leftovers. So maybe that's a good place for it, is put it in the crease of your arm. But yeah, I mean, he says you can still use them, but you don't need to. And I tried that. Actually, Rich tried that while we were there, and it was amazing how it got rid of his pain. So, I mean, that's a really good one if you're struggling to find a spot, or, just not getting the relief. So just add the X39 right over the top of it. I used IceWave the other day. I don't use a microwave at work anymore. I have like a toaster oven thing, and I bumped the top of it and it got my finger, and I was like, oh, I was, class, whatever. And so I was like, okay, I have IceWave. So I took the brown one and I wrapped it around it. And then I stuck the white one right over the top of it. And then I put a Band-Aid right over the top of that just to keep it in place. And the pain went away. There was no mark, nothing. Like, you couldn't even tell I burned it. I didn't run it through under cold water or anything. It just, the IceWave stopped it immediately.
That's cool.
So it was pretty cool.
So I have a couple of other lower back ones from the Dr. Barbara Jennings again. So she said it's usually L4 or 5 where people have these problems. And then, like I talked about going up, and she said, oh, we can go way down, almost to the tailbone. And then rarely, but sometimes, and this is just like a big cross that she's talking about here. She said sometimes we do go all the way out to the hip on both sides. And then we didn't talk about foot or ankle here, or knee. There's a lot of awesome ones. So the foot, I know with Jim Darlington, he had used the X39 for 2 months, and he had injury of 26 years where his left leg had been shattered in many, many, many places. And they wanted to amputate his foot. They wanted to amputate his leg, but he fortunately still has it. And he didn't have any relief, but one day he puts them on his feet. There's a point right up here that's got a lot of blood flow right there. So again, white on right, tan on left, and put it out there. You can go down a little further towards here for that. So, and then a lot of times, I remember I talked to a lady at the booth the other day, and she said she had foot pain. And I asked her, Dr. Barbara Jennings said it's usually on the outside that the pain hurts, the foot hurts. So then you put one on each side of the foot. And then we talked about knee pain. A lot of them it can be both on this, or you can have one on each leg for knee pain. Some people like it better on the inside. And then they do have the one where there's a triangle, you put an A on up here, three different patches. So you've got the triangle going on here, but this is very, very common. Again, you just got to try, you got to just try different things all the way down. And then she said that one of them said that if the pain moves, you switch the patch around. Sometimes that helps. Anybody else have some to share?
Just with the pain moving, my daughter had some menstrual cramps, and we just put it right on her lower back where she was having the menstrual cramp, or where her most issue was. And then I did the clock method, but then I got to a spot where she's like, it's worse. So then I just did that, flipped the patches, and like, wow, it was amazing to see.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lisa.
I mean, when my son broke his arm, that's all we used was the IceWave.
Okay. Where'd you put it?
We put it right on where he broke it, and then did the clock method.
Okay.
We also put an Eon somewhere where it gave him some relief too, but that was good. And then when my daughter had her teeth removed, she had them two on both same side. We tried a variety, tried the clock, but ended up working best right here for her. For that when she had her teeth removed, but we just used patches.
So Lisa, when you did that, so you were just trying all over the place?
On the face, yeah. Just, I did the clock method, then I tried like this. I kind of did some of the headache ones, here, and just kind of went all over the face with the white on the right, tan on the left.
Yeah, so that's kind of our best point here, that everything that we've tried, it's like, we just got to keep trying places and let it be for 10 seconds and move it and move it and move it. Because there's something, somewhere along the line, we're going to stop that pain, because that it's a blockage of energy is what we're trying to get through. So awesome. Was that a show? I definitely was patching some people, and one person in my booth, Julie, she ended up, the lady cried, she cried, the other person in our group, everybody's crying because this girl is in the military and her hand's been sore forever. And we just patched her with IceWave. I don't even know where it was, but she's gone through multiple therapies, many things, and she's never gotten relief. And so we had done the patch, and she started crying. And so that was pretty fun. And then we all started crying. So cool to be doing this. So thank you everyone for being on.